My name is Anthony Rojas. I'm a cinema studies major and I'm in my final year at SUNY Purchase College.
My name is Maddie Belmont and I'm a psych major and a senior.
I'm Ferdinand Cordero. I'm a theater and performance major and I'm a junior.
I'm Erin Pollock. I'm a double major in theater and performance and playwriting and screenwriting, and I'm a senior at SUNY Purchase.
I'm Daniel Heinley. My major's new media and I'm a senior here at Purchase College.
Have you taken an online personality test before?
I have not.
Yeah.
I feel like I did on my phone, and I didn't understand it at all.
Do you
I don't recall.
believe that these are accurate representations of people's personalities?
I think they can be, but I also think sometimes they're not as well. But I'm here to find out.
I think some of them, like the ones on Facebook, are bullshit, and I think some are good.
I mean, from my perspective, it kind of seems inaccurate. I don't personally know because I haven't done them.
I feel like it's more so like a fun thing. It's something to compare with your friends, and I don't know how accurate it is.
I don't know. They can be accurate sometimes, and other times I feel like they can be not so accurate.
How do you perceive yourself in basic terms?
I think I am an extroverted person. I think I have a lot of energy. I'm pretty sociable.
I see myself as just driven, kind of going down a one-way street, focus on my own stuff and I zone out of the outside world, really.
Extremely extroverted. I'm very loud, but I'm also very hardworking, and I think people see me as people probably see me as obnoxious, but they're okay, but she's working really hard.
I'm very anxious. I'm self-conscious. I can be very confident at times, but that is not all the time.
More reserved. Not necessarily antisocial, but I don't strive to be in social situations.
I mean, I think that just a lot of people say that I'm just quiet. I'm just a quiet kid. I'm just chill. I am very quiet. I don't talk much in class and stuff. But I can also be dumb and loud. So,
Do you think that this test will reflect some of the things that you think about yourself?
Yeah, probably.
it's gonna tell me a lot of things about myself that I may or may not resonate with. And I'm kind of getting the feeling that it's gonna hit me on the head, nail on the head.
Actually, I've taken this 3 times, and every single time since high school, I've gotten the same one.
I mean, I think I'm gonna see things that I'm oh yeah, that's very much me, but I also think I'm gonna see things that are that's probably not really me. I don't think an online personality test can tell me who I am. I think I can tell me who I am.
The Myers-Briggs test is a series of statements to which you will agree or disagree with on a scaled answering system. After nearly 100 questions are answered, it provides you with a code that translates into a fixed personality type.
Well, this is about to hit the nail on the head. You often rely on other people to be the ones to start a conversation and keep it going. Yes.
Ooh, you often think about what you should have said in a conversation long after it has taken place. I think I do that.
I feel like I'm either on one end or the other. I'm not really hitting the neutral very much.
I also think that it's really hard to judge on a scale, and I think a lot of these questions are extremely circumstantial.
My personality type is mediator, INFPT.
ENFJ, baby. That's me.
Your personality type is protagonist, ENFJ-T.
Okay, it's logician, INTP-A.
After taking the test, the subjects weighed in on their opinions, as if they thought the test was accurate to the personality traits they stated previously.
Do you feel like you resonated with it? Did it prove anything to you? Did it validate some things that you already know about yourself?
Oh yeah, like, I'm literally thinking back to what I said in the beginning of this, of like this being kind of just like fun, not statistical. That makes sense. Like I got what like I saw myself as and what I've like received from other people, you know.
32% assertive? I feel like I'm way more assertive than that, but sure.
96% turbulent and 4% assertive. Wow.
And this one says energy. It says I'm 58% intuitive and 42% observant, which I don't really agree with. I think I'm way more observant than that.
I feel like there's a little more research into these online personality tests than I expected. It was pretty accurate to most things.
Yeah, I think this is like pretty like on the dime for me, very much so.
Basically, this hit everything. Everything about my personality was right. I am a mess.
I can focus on deeper themes of personal growth, morality, and spirituality. Cool. Spot on.
Did it change your opinion on personality online tests?
A little bit.
It's definitely, it allows me to like step outside of myself and look at myself in a different perspective, which I very much appreciate.
I think it's pretty general, and like I'm sure with the other categories, like you're just lumping people into categories, but they're so general and so well thought out at the same time that like people really fit into these categories like precisely.
It's scary how accurate it is.
In basic terms, E means extroverted and I introverted. The subjects with opposing personality types will debate a set of statements presented to them.
There's the
Extroverted, introverted.
assertive, and then
What was
yours
it?
is T. It's
You're turbulent.
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 Do you find it easy to start up conversations with people/strangers and keep them going? Ferdinand, go.
All right. With strangers, that's tough for me personally. Unless like there's already like a topic in discussion, I mean, I kind of like try to make small talk.
Definitely starting conversations are my favorite thing to do. I can't imagine a day without talking to multiple different people. I really love talking to new people, even if like we seem like very different, because a lot of times like you're not as different as you think like on the surface, and it's really wonderful to like open up a conversation with like anybody that like comes your way, I think, as opposed to just like picking and choosing who you talk to. I think it's like pretty easy to keep conversations going for me normally, since I try to be like an active listener and like understand what other people are saying and like also reflect on myself and what I'm thinking and feeling and what my opinions are. So yeah, I love to talk to people. I could not imagine a day without talking to people, or like having a job, for example, where I didn't like have to start conversation and like interact socially. So yeah, I would say it's a very easy thing for me. It comes naturally.
No, this is the worst thing in the world for me. I can't do it at all. Not with strangers, not with anyone I'm not comfortable with.
I think I'm a really good active listener, and like I will be there for them, and I will just like give them the space to talk. But I'm definitely beyond a listener and more of a problem solver and a very goal-oriented person. Like that seeps through my personality in all areas of my life, including like my communication skills.
Do you think sometimes that takes a toll on you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I can.
It makes me solve my problems less.
Not to the extent of Maddie, but like just to like they've had a rough day, like something's going on, like I'm like you just need to let that out, like I'm here to listen. I'm not gonna solve your problems. I'm not gonna make your problems my problems because they're not my problems. So like,
But I like to just kind of look at the situation, step back and see the situation as a whole, and if I'm trying to help somebody through that, you know, I'm never going to sugarcoat anything. We're just going to look at the whole situation and try to figure out how we can work through it, or what we can do next to get to the next step. You know, like I don't think like wallowing or getting caught up in your feelings in this situation is ever really the best thing.
I guess I go through a couple different steps if people need to get something off their chest or need advice or just need someone to listen to them. I think I go through like listening to them and validating their feelings and making sure that they know that their feelings and their opinions are valid. I think it also depends on who I'm talking to.
Do you try to solve their problems, perhaps?
I mean, I think I definitely try to guide them on a path to help them solve their own problems.
it is not for me. Yeah, no, talking in front of an audience, whether that be like a classroom or like a larger audience, 4 people, it doesn't matter, is mortifying to me. I just can't. It's just like I get so anxious because I'm worried about like people judging me and like judging how I talk and like how I speak and like how I look and like everything, and it's just like it's the worst.
Yeah, I don't. That's where we're very different because I'm not really good at speaking in front of an audience, and I learned that in college. I've learned to work on it, and I've learned to actually implement my performance strategy of, rather than like not acknowledging them and like kind of just acting it out, like Anthony said earlier, just kind of like stepping away from myself and my anxieties and like kind of filtering that away and just performing it, getting it done, and then sitting back down.
Okay, so for me, there's definitely some like different layers with this. Like my motto when I'm talking in front of others is like fake it till you make it, for sure. Because sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about and I have to talk in front of other people. And I would like to think that in those situations I do pretty good because I'm good at convincing myself that I know what I'm talking about.
I suck at public speaking. I get really anxious when I'm in front of people. I get anxious about the things that I don't know. I'm not really good at faking it. If I don't know something, I'm not going to pretend like I know it. And I get scared of being underprepared because of that.
Overall, there was a clear pattern that emerged. Type I personality traits answered similarly to one another, as did Type E. The results also correlated to the test itself, indicating it was more accurate than previously thought. While there is much more to be researched on the topic, this experiment gave a small glimpse into the accuracy of fixed personality types.